1 or 2% of the marijuana grown is going into the medical marijuana industry, and the rest is going to the black market?
I would say it's pretty close to that, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, the medical marijuana industry is a black market. So, in my point of view, there is no legal, illegal. It is illegal.
Back in Mendocino County, Sheriff Ullman has to square that federal position with his local realities. So he's invited Tommy Lanier to a meeting with state and local officials to lay out a bold new plan.
This is going to be the biggest teamwork operation that our 6 rural counties have ever seen.
Ullman is proposing an assault on those big pot farms on public lands, and he wants the feds to help him root out the big players he suspects are behind them. He's got their attention, including the U.S. attorney whose letter shut down the Oakland Grow plan, Melinda Haig.
So I have met with the sheriff since I became the U.S. attorney. We've talked about this issue in my office, and I appreciate.
But on this same day, 20 miles to the north, Sheriff Ullman's own officer, Randy Johnson, was conducting a very different kind of meeting, with the marijuana growers signing up for Mendocino's legal zip tie program.
Is that prior to July, when this program started, what I knew about marijuana was chop it down and haul it to the evidence locker. Okay, so I've learned a lot about what you're doing.
The irony of the day was not lost on County Supervisor John McCallan, who had helped design Mendocino's program.
On the one hand, you're talking about big raids on illegal growers, and on the other hand, you're licensing legal pot growers.
We are so blessed. But the reality is, I think both things are necessary. If marijuana is ever to be legalized, it will be regulated. And I think that what we're actually doing, although again, this was not the intention, by creating a model of what legal, regulated marijuana looks like, I hope we are paving the way for an end to prohibition.
Mendocino County's quietly radical experiment with pot regulation is gaining support among the growers. And over 80 have now signed up with the sheriff. But as they come out of the shadows, they're worried. Around the country, states with medical marijuana laws have been getting warning letters from their local U.S. attorneys, and now from Washington as well.
I think what the U.S. attorneys have done is an extremely great way to send a message to everybody that this is the position of the Department of Justice. And it doesn't matter if you're in California, Oregon, Washington, Michigan, this is the standard.
Does that same threat go to Sheriff Ullman? Could he be under some kind of legal threat from the federal government?
Yes. Whether it's a permit program, regulation, something like that, they're against federal law. And they could be a target.
Are you concerned that the feds are going to go after you because of this program?
If they can give me a rational alternative, I'll be their best friend. But there's not. I mean, 14 states and the District of Columbia are on this slippery slope. And they're all saying the same thing, that the voters have approved medical marijuana one way or the other. You know, I haven't seen it going the other way by the voters. I haven't seen voters saying, let's take it off the books.
The word in recent weeks is that letter from the U.S. attorney may soon arrive here in Mendocino County, right in the heart of growing season. Then everyone involved in the tagging program, from the growers to the sheriff's office to county officials, may be forced to decide: shut it down or risk jail themselves.